Hey everybody, Batmerk here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Batman number 89. This book, it was hard to get today. It was actually sold out of my comic book store. One person actually got an extra one, put it in their pulled box, and they hooked me up. So I was telling them too, once that new writer picks up, the book's going to start selling, and here we go. The new team on the book. Batman's doing a lot more Batman shit. He's detecting, he's fighting, he's got more gadgets, all the good stuff. He's not being a little bitch anymore, so yeah. So this is a pretty cool cover right here. It's got the Rogues, Rogues Gallery United. And yeah, so we could pick up from the story. Spoilers. Basically, Batman's taking out these assassins that are coming after him, and the Riddler is watching all of Gotham City from like a warehouse, like in a room with all these monitors. Catwoman's in this graveyard digging up a dead Joker, and Harley Quinn has basically teamed up with her. And Batman just helped the Penguin. The Penguin got his throat cut by Deathstroke, so Batman dropped him off at the emergency room. And now we have Batman right here. He's in pursuit of one of the other assassins called Gunsmith. It's pretty cool, like a mercenary type dude with the American flag. I think it's pretty cool character design. Kind of reminds me of Grifter and the Comedian put together. But yeah, his name's Gunsmith. Cool name. Gunsmith. Real name, Douglas Worth. A veteran of a half-dozen military contractors in the Middle East. Quietly fired from each for testing experimental weaponry in the field without approval. He began working as a domestic mercenary 2 years ago and graduated to contact killing. So basically, he's chasing him or he's actually got a batarang hooked up to the motorcycle, and then looks like he's shooting another batarang into his gun. So that's a pretty cool little action sequence right there. Looks like the batarang gets stuck in the wheel, or it blows up on his face or something like that. Batman's still kind of talking about this guy's origin a little bit. He was given his name after building a gun and a silencer out of what he could buy in an airport electronics store, and taking each out his target of a crowded flight with the detection. Huh. Pretty crazy. An ideologue. He wears a flag as a shorthand for a uniform he has never been able to fit to wear. He thinks he's a soldier. But I fought real soldiers before. That's pretty cool. So basically, this dude went into a airport and made a silencer and a gun out of everything he could find in the store, and so making him like a smith or gunsmith, which is, most people know, a smith is somebody that, whatever their profession is, So if I was like an ale smith, I'd make ale, or a comic smith, I would, be a person that would make comics. So he's shooting at Batman, and Batman comes up behind him, hits him in the head with the elbow. I like this part right here. I'm going to need another suit. Another assassin too? I'm guessing the others are moving more subtly than over for our friend with the flags and ammo. I'm reacting, and that's clearly what they want. They're trying to overwhelm my faculties so I can get a sense of the full picture. We need to change our tactics. This isn't working. So it's pretty cool, I think they're going to set up a new thing for Batman to have a new suit in here. He's all battle ravaged and scratched up. It's pretty cool too, you could see that the way they have this Batman, he has armor underneath the suit. So kind of like that a lot. Then we have Harley and Catwoman. They're fighting these guys in the graveyard, and they come to find out that the Joker in there was just like a double, and it wasn't the real Joker, which is one of them that they that worked for the Joker. Let me jump over to this right here. This is the this new killer. He's like the forgot the name of him, like the tooth, not the tooth fairy, but the basically he takes people's teeth out and surgically implants them into their stomach. Nothing real like, he doesn't have like really any like fighting experience or anything like that. Just a crazy serial killer, which is cool things that Batman usually tries to solve these type of characters, murders and stuff like that. So he tries to come at Batman. Batman just takes his arm and breaks it and smashes his face in there. Crunch! Riddler's not here. Strange. And then, Lucius is just telling him basically that, that the killers, whoever's working for whoever this killer's working for is working for another boss that's making Batman go after this rogues gallery. This guy pulls out a little X-Acto knife and tries to cut Batman in the cheek with it, and Batman just takes his arm and breaks his knee, it looks like, or at least the back of his leg. And just got that full, pretty much. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. There's this new thing called the Bat Spawn, where Batman unleashes these little like planes, and they're gonna chase after Deathstroke, and he's just like, show off. Deathstroke knows that basically Batman's on his tail and he's trailing him, and we have this new villain now. It looks like he's going to be behind everything, and yeah, his name is the Designer, and yeah, basically he's got like a hood with a it's him right there. He's the one that's in charge of everything. I don't want to spoil too much more. But yeah, he's in charge of everything, and he's the one that's setting all the stuff up. So I don't know how it's gonna play out. I was talking to one of my buddies at the the LBS or the LCB, local comic book store, and I was saying that what I think the industry needs to do right now is I think they need to do a crossover with DC and Marvel. Maybe like a big, like they did in the 90s, but it's been like 20 years since they haven't done it. Now they have like, they have better effects on the computers, better coloring, all the stuff that they can do with Photoshop now. There's so much they could do with it. And the thing is, I know it would suck, but people would buy everything. Like they could do Deathstroke versus Deadpool. They could make 3 books for Marvel and then 3 books for DC doing the same book. They could do, Batman versus Iron Man. They could do Thor versus Superman, and they could do so many books. I think that they should just stop doing what they're doing on both companies, and then they should just do like a worldwide, company-wide crossover for both books. Just do that for like 2 years. Have 2 years of crossovers and a big story, and then they could have like maybe Barbados and Null. They can team up and be, the evil bad guys, and they could be the ones, running the show. And I don't know. I think if they had a crossover with DC and Marvel right now, I think the industry needs that. It would ignite a lot of fun, and people would go to the comic book stores. They could start fucking advertising the comics too at the movies, and you go see Black Widow or you go see Morbius, and then boom, check out this. You go see Wonder Woman, boom, check out this crossover event. Put it on the buses, put it out there, put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter. They don't really advertise comics no more. So I think they should do that. Do one big fucking push for the industry. I think that would actually help it a lot, and put out a bunch of books. But yeah, for this one right here, I definitely give it 2 horns up. I think this is my favorite DC book out right now. I also got my book right here. I'm going to be launching pretty soon on Indiegogo. It's called Butch Cleaver. It's about a butcher. It's a gothic western who's a butcher who's murdered and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse, and it gives him the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. And yeah, that's him right there, and then that's him right there too with his bull. It's him right there with his bone 6-shooter and cleaver. And so yeah, it's in a town. It's like kind of like similar to like Sin City and Gotham. You have different bad guys and with different gangs running things like that with a bunch of crazy characters, and there's a bounty hunter trying to get him, and he's trying to figure it out, like the conspiracy behind who murdered him. That's basically what I'm doing with the first arc of this story. And yeah, if you want, you can sign up for my email list. I'm going to start sending out stuff about the campaign and getting input from my backers. And thanks for everybody that signed up. It's been working out really cool. I've been getting a lot of people have been signing up, more than I hoped for. but it'd be nice for me to get some more too. So if you want, check it out and sign up. The link will be in the description for the Butch Cleaver sign up campaign. And yeah, check out this new Batman number 89. It's a pretty cool book. As always, folks, if you like metal, you like movies, you like brewskis, you like comics, then hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell for metal, movies, and brewskis. You guys have a great day.